Welcome to Denali National Park.
I started off my time at Denali with one of the things I was most excited for, seeing the sled dogs. Denali is the only national park with a kennel of sled dogs. If you know me at all, you know how much I love dogs, so this was a dream come true. Not only can you see and pet the sled dogs, there is a sled dog demonstration 3 times a day from June through early September. The demonstrations are at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m., and you can take a free bus from the visitor center to the kennels 40 minutes before each demonstration. For months before I came to Denali, I watched the sled dog puppy webcam on their website a few times a day, and it was pretty surreal to finally experience them in person. This litter was born in May, and I couldn't believe how big they got by August. The puppies are absolutely adorable, and I couldn't get enough of them. I'm pretty sure the ranger who works with the sled dog puppies might have one of the best jobs in the world. One thing to note, there is no parking at the kennels, so you either have to take the bus or walk 2 miles from the Denali Visitor Center. The kennels are open from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. during peak season, so you are still welcome to come even if you aren't checking out one of the sled dog demonstrations.
It's a pile of puppies inside the house. Are you living your best doggo life? Yeah. Hi. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Hey. Can we be best friends? I'm gonna bring this guy home with me. Tucker and Chase, you have a new brother. Hey. You're so sweet. This dog is laying exactly how my dog Tucker lays, with the leg up. I love it. I need to get this job.
The sled dog demonstration was so cool, and I highly recommend checking this out if you have the time. These dogs are so well trained and impressive to watch. I was so stoked that there was Denali Sled Dog Team swag at the Visitor Center for me and my dogs. How do we look?
I just got back from the sled dog demonstration. That was so much fun. I'm about to head out onto the Tundra Wilderness bus tour. I'm staying at the Denali Bluffs Hotel, and they're actually picking me up at the hotel, which is very convenient. This is a 5 to 5.5 hour bus tour that is narrated. Hopefully gonna see a lot of wildlife and learn a lot of information about Denali. So I'm excited to head out. I'll take you guys along with me. Snack box.
Just a few minutes into the tour, I was lucky enough to see a mama moose and her baby. My good luck didn't stop there. A few minutes later, I saw Denali. This is a pretty big deal as only 30% of the people who visit the park are able to see the mountain. Denali, or Mount McKinley, is the highest peak in North America, and it's pretty rare to see the summit due to frequent cloud cover and unpredictable weather. The mountain is so tall it actually has its own weather system, which makes the peak not visible to many visitors. I'm a proud member of the 30% Club, and I feel so thankful to have had this experience. If you are driving into Denali, you can't go past mile 15, so your best bet to go further into the park is taking a bus tour. The Tundra Wilderness Bus Tour takes you to mile 43. This tour was narrated, and there were video screens in the bus that dropped down so we could get a closer look at animals in the distance. One of the highlights of the day for me was seeing a grizzly bear and her 2 cubs. How awesome is that?
All the fresh stuff.
We're not getting off the bus here, guys. Can't let us off the bus because we just saw a mama bear and her cub, so just sitting on the bus soaking up this view.
So that's the good part. We did get to see a bear up close.
The Tundra Wilderness Bus Tour has 3 planned stops if you need to use the bathroom or stretch your legs. Our bus stopped at the Teklanika River Campground on the way in and also on the way back out. We weren't able to do one of the stops further into the park because of the bears, but our driver did let us off the bus for a few minutes early in the tour when we first saw Denali. I was seriously in awe of the mountain. Whether you call it Mount Denali or Mount McKinley, this mountain is massive and so impressive to see in person.
Last stop of the tour, just got off the bus to stretch my legs a little bit and enjoy this beautiful view. Day 2, right outside of Denali National Park. When this is your view for an early morning run, life is pretty great. I could definitely get used to this. Day 2, officially back inside Denali National Park, headed out on my first hike in the park. I'm very excited. I am going to do the Savage Alpine Trail. According to All Trails, it is about 4.2 miles with close to 1,500 feet of elevation gain. Supposed to get really epic views at the top, so I am stoked. I started this trail at about 8:30 a.m. It's pretty cold right now. I actually just had to put my gloves on. It's only 45 degrees and it's August, so just keep that in mind. When I ran this morning, it was in the 30s. So even in August in the summer, it's pretty chilly in the morning, but it's supposed to go up to about 60 degrees later. So that should feel really nice. I'm really loving this trail so far because you get pretty epic mountain views as you're climbing up. It's getting a little steep in this part, but manageable. at the very top. Hopefully I'll get a better view when I'm up there. I'm not sure if you can see it in the background right now, but Denali is actually right behind me, and I feel super thankful that I'm able to see this beautiful mountain 2 days in a row, because as I mentioned earlier, only 30% of the people that come to this park are able to see the mountain. So for me to see it 2 days in a row is absolutely mind-blowing. I'm very excited. I feel like the GoPro doesn't do this view any justice, but it just keeps getting more amazing every step I take. Check out this view! Check out this view! If you are in the park, definitely do this trail. This view is incredible. So my goal is to finish this trail and connect it to the Savage River Loop. Oh, hi! Well, that was a super cute interruption. So like I was saying, I'm gonna finish this trail and connect it to the Savage River Loop, which will add about another 2 miles. But that part of the trail is ranked as easy. I think it might be a little more crowded because of that, but it looks like pretty cool views from that trail as well. And I can finish that trail and then take the shuttle back to my rental car.
One of the things I loved about this trail was the views. Throughout the entire hike, you can see incredible views of the mountains and the beautiful park landscape. This trail is ranked as difficult, and there weren't many people when I hiked it, so it was amazing to enjoy the scenery and feel like I had the park all to myself at times. According to the All Trails app, this trail took me about 2 hours and it was 4.4 miles with 1,476 feet of elevation gain.
I just wrapped up the Savage Alpine Trail and now I am headed out on the Savage River Loop. This is probably going to feel like a walk in the park compared to what I just did, but the views look pretty amazing so far, so I'm excited to see all of this. According to All Trails, this hike is 2.1 miles with 564 feet of elevation gain. This is so pretty. This trail is definitely pretty crowded. There are a ton of people on the trail, but it's easy to see why. It's a simple trail and the views of the Savage River are pretty awesome. So if you're in the area, definitely check this one out. Finishing up the trail now, going to take the Savage River shuttle back to my rental car and on to the next adventure. Trail number 3 of today, I am headed out onto the Mount Healy Overlook Trail. This is supposed to be about 6 miles with 1,700 feet of elevation gain. My legs are going to be really tired after today. I was reading some of the All Trails reviews from yesterday, and about 3 people posted that they weren't able to complete the trail because there was a bear at the top. So I'm hoping that's not the situation today. Cross your fingers for no bears. Just a heads up, make sure you wear layers if you're coming to Denali. When I went running at about 6 a.m., it was only 30 degrees. I was freezing. Now it's up to 60 degrees. I'm actually sweating right now. I had to take my fleece off, so the temperature varies a lot. So come prepared, bring layers, and you'll be just fine. I started this trail at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is not normal for me, but I did 2 trails before this. There are a good amount of people on the trail right now, so I definitely feel less nervous about the bear situation. Hopefully I'll be okay. No one has said anything on the way back down. Two-tenths of a mile to Mount Healy Overlook. Almost there. Let's go.
I was really excited when I made it to the top. It's always rewarding to finish a tough trail and soak up the mind-blowing views from the summit. I'm from New Jersey, so I definitely don't get to see views like this every day. Denali National Park is stunning.
If you're using the All Trails app, I hiked up to the second mountain view and I have it all to myself. No one else is up here and the views are pretty spectacular. It's pretty chilly and windy at the top. I had to put my fleece back on because the clouds have eaten up the sun. I'm probably gonna head back down soon, but these views up here are amazing. This is the view from the first mountain overlook. Time to head back down. This was an epic day of hiking with 3 incredible trails, and I'm pretty excited to get some food when I get to the bottom.
According to All Trails, this hike took me about 2.5 hours. This trail is ranked as hard, and I still can't believe I did this as my 3rd hike of the day.
I finally made it back to the parking lot. All Trails has me at 5.1 miles with a little over 1,700 feet of elevation gain. Today was an epic day of hiking in Denali. I'm so excited to get some food now and do one more trail tomorrow morning. Good morning from morning number 3 right outside of Denali National Park. Time to head out for a quick run and do one more trail before I head out. Heading out on my last trail in Denali National Park. This one is going to be short and sweet. It's the Horseshoe Lake Trail. It's about 2.1 miles with 446 feet of elevation gain. Already made it to the lake. It's pretty cloudy today, but the view is still gorgeous. The lake is really pretty, but I've seen pictures of this lake when the sky is really blue and it looks way better. So if you could do this trail when the sky is nice and blue, it'll probably look pretty magical, but this view is not too shabby. I'm still soaking it up. Part of the trail is a little dead-end section that takes you to the beaver dams. I'm hoping I could see some beavers today. Pretty cool view of the beaver dams, but unfortunately don't see any beavers today. Just to put things into perspective for you, yesterday I was all the way up there at the Mount Healy overlook. How cool is that? This part of the trail is pretty cool. You're basically just walking parallel to the Nenana River, and then it loops back to the Horseshoe Lake. Back at Horseshoe Lake, soaking in all the views. This trail is pretty short, but it takes you around a lot of different viewpoints of the lake, and it keeps getting better and better. The sun is coming out and the water is getting more green now, and it's pretty beautiful. Here's a nice overhead look of Horseshoe Lake. I'm just wrapping up the trail now. According to All Trails, it was about 2.3 with 250 feet of elevation gain. Headed out of Denali National Park now. I'm really sad to leave, but excited to head to the next national park. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram at wondermich to see all of my upcoming adventures. Thanks for tagging along.